But in game number 2, a challenger matchup, we have Yig from what is their franchise called?
Mythos.
Mythos, that's it. I was going to call it the Pantheon, but that's an older franchise. And the Crias from the Herd. And challenger matchup here, the tier below rival, so we'll see a pretty similar look from the players. But Sershro, why don't you take us through these team stats?
Yeah, let's bring those up so the viewers at home can see these. I was taking a little bit of a pre-look, of course, before the matches. One of my favorite things about Cats for RSC is the beautiful graphics and the beautiful stats to watch. We can get that up there. Yeah, so looking at Crias, 31 wins, 21 losses, a heavy favorite over their opposition, the Yig, winning in basically all the categories: goals for, goals against, saves against. Yeah, they're just overall the dominant team here, so you gotta favor them. But, and we heard this just before we started this stream, HUD, there's some substitutions on the Yig side, which might switch things up here.
Yeah, some roster moves and some new players coming in, just getting their feet wet with the team for the first time, kind of looking to retool for next season rather than make a push for the playoffs this season. We will take a look at those players' stats here once I get them pulled up on my screen, because they can be on yours, but if I can't see them, it really doesn't help me very much. Crias are going to be in blue tonight. Actually, no, that's just on my screen. Criers are in orange. Don't listen to me. I'm lying to you. Dylan, Winter, Envy, and Chef Yerbo, who I said the other night on the podcast is my favorite player name in Challenger, and I stand by it. And then on the other side, in blue, D-Kami, Lilo, Vires, and Agame CP, the 4 players for Yig. Cercero, anybody jump off the page for you?
Well, I always look at the shooting percentages and games played. So, of course, you're looking at Dylan, 43 games, 42% shooting, and also Lilo, 34 games, 40% shooting. If you can average a 40 or better shooting percentage, that usually puts you towards the top part of the league, and you got to pay attention to those players on the attack. Anything else jumping out to me, you got to look at Winter, 36 saves, Chef Yerbo, 39 saves. So, Crias, even though they're the dominant team in shooting, they're also just the dominant team in saves here. So I'm expecting a solid full field performance from Crias.
Absolutely. Very much an evenly matched team as far as looking at it on paper. We know that Yig has made some changes, so they're still trying to kind of bring everything together. And I believe I also saw that Dylan is not here for Crias, so we will probably just be seeing these 3 players on the pitch in Envy, Winter, and if it's not Dylan, then that has to be Yerbo, Burn the Pizza. D-Kami, Lilo, and Vires on the other side, and it's D-Kami who's going to get the first goal in for Yig. We've been talking about how they might... Great start, 6 seconds in, and a nice little drag. Yig on top 1-0.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give your opposition that much space off a kickoff. You saw no follow-up, so D-Kami just walks it in, and now a lost kickoff from Crias. We'll actually turn it around somehow. Nice play here. Pop up midfield. Does the third man come in? They do so. Ball's going to waterfall down into the corner, and it's Vires getting beat out. Burn the Pizza will go for 2 here. Can't quite get around it, but Winter flying in, faking it for Envy to get a soft loft off the crossbar. 26 seconds in, 2 goals, a tied game.
Nice little roll down off the woodwork here. Just everybody throwing themselves the ball. Nobody could get there, and the fortunate bounce for the Rumble GC Envy will put us at a tied scoreline within the first 30 seconds. It is a much different start to this series than the last series that we saw, where our first 30 seconds or so would regularly be pretty quiet. Now we've got 2 goals on the board already, as Walker gets a little crossed up there, demoed by Vires, and Vires is going to play the defense, reading them like a book, just throwing it in front of the net and letting the defenders for Crias put it in for him. 2-1 Yig.
Ooh, Winter trying to do the 3-point turn in the corner and just gets demolished off the field. And at 4:20 mark, Yig take the lead once again, but Crias winning the kickoff, and they'll maintain possession, putting off the backboard, but Lilo's there first. Winter tries to go for a soft loft again, but just gets bumped off the ball here. Now D-Kami flying by the ball, a shot attempt is not met, and we're going back the other way. A lot of demo attempts and dunks. Both teams playing very physical and very aggressive. I feel like we're going to see a lot of goals here in game 1 as D-Kami gets the dunk on the goal line.
The muscles coming out from D. Kami and Yig have been throwing a little bit of everything at the Crias backboard and goal. D. Kami following through all the way to drive that one straight into the back of the net. 3-1 the lead for the Yig now, and it has been a pretty good start for them here. I'm in the process in between things, Cicero, pulling up the season standings so we can just get a little bit more of an in-depth look at where we're at. It's a big demo, and Yerbo is going to have a wide open lane to shoot. Burn the Pizza's got another goal, and Crias bring the lead back to 1. This is definitely not going to be a defensive, like, this is not going to be a rock fight. We're cooking with fire here.
Yeah, both teams just left defense at home. It's demos, it's shots. We're averaging a goal every 15 seconds. And right off a kickoff, we almost had another one.
Oh,
and now a dunk on ball's going to waterfall down. This could be another one. It is another one. D. Kami finds their third in just 90 seconds.
86 seconds. We're working at quite the clip here with already 6 goals on the board through the first third of this game. It is definitely defense optional. One save a team, but maybe the defense will show up in the second half of the game, or maybe 2. Who knows? I feel like we're probably not going to see more than 5 or 6 goals. Like, that's my high-end prediction. As D. Kami has another shot here, turned aside by Winter. Ball back over top. Vyers up quickly. D. Kami's there quickly as well, but it'll be a pretty easy clear for Envy. Vyers save ended up being a pass to D. Kami. Kami throws it into the orange end. Envy a save right up the gut. Vyers turns underneath, only 3 boost in the tank. Low 50, won by Yerbo. Pinch underneath, can't quite beat Lilo. But now things starting to slow down a little bit here as we approach halftime. It's been like, what, 45 seconds without a goal now? Just a little bit longer than it had been. Vyers to the backboard, dangerous, and Lilo with a long clear. Okay, maybe...
Just almost an own goal. Wow, okay. Almost an own goal from Crias. And it's Yig leading the charge. And yeah, a minute gone by, no goals. Things slowing down a bit as Winter tries to speed things back up. Ball bouncing on the backboard, but the third man hanging back on defense gets punished, actually. Lilo, low boost. I'm noticing how the Yig players just full send at the ball with like less than a pad of boost in the tank. They are just pressuring Crias, and even if they got nothing, they're just still going for it.
Hey, it's effective in Challenger. You just get that hand up, you get your opponent to think you're rushing them with a little bit more intent, a little bit more emphasis than you actually are. Just force them to panic and get the ball out of the, make them think that they've got to get rid of the ball quickly. Just take it away from them. It's absolutely, when it's done right and your rotations can support it, it can be very effective. And that is kind of where that dive at everything, regardless of what kind of boost you have in the tank strategy, lives and dies. Is if you can keep that rotation up behind all of it, you can keep those resources going. Vyers with a long ball to the backboard, trying to break this scoreless drought. And it will be Lilo who the apple and a 3-goal Yig as Lilo just kind of lobs this one in. You put the ball on frame, sometimes good things happen.
Yeah, it's a soft high shot there, and I think Winter may have gotten bumped there by the man in net and sent flying out of the way. So another goal here after a bit of a drought, and our 8th kickoff will be won out by Crias. Ball's going to become centered here for D. Kami to catch, collect, gets dunked on. Don't think any Crias players will be there to punish though, so another clear comes out. Not the best either. Yig are getting touches, but they're not really working their way up the field too far. Now getting across the midfield line, but they're already up 5-2, and with a minute 10 on the clock, they just got to play some defense, which they've been ironing out these last couple minutes, so I gotta favor them here to take game 1.
Yeah, definitely looking like they'll have this one. They've still got 60 seconds to close out, but a strong performance from them to this point. I've got the standings up here for us, Cicero. Just something to chat about here in garbage time as Envy puts that one off the crossbar. Please, somebody put it in. Oh my goodness, Yerbo couldn't get it inside. Winter couldn't do it, and Vyers just farms a couple saves. 38 seconds left, still 3 goals the difference. Right now, Yig in Lunar and they're currently tied for last place overall in Challenger. They don't look like it in this game, especially with Crias, who are currently the 2nd wildcard team. But with all of this being said, Yig don't have a whole lot to play for as far as their postseason goes. But what they can absolutely do in this one is knock Crias down out of this wild card spot with a strong performance. And already with this one game, they are going to do just that. They will put a damper on. All Crias needs to do is win one game to secure themselves playoffs. Yig have got the possibility to make it not happen tonight, and they are on the way there with a winning game one.
Yeah, and if they keep up that pace there, and they very well might deny Crias that playoff opportunity. But, I mean, they did have a lot of shots. That is something you have to keep in mind. Even though there was a bit of a goal discrepancy here, looking at the shots, they are dead even, 10-10. So just because Yig won this game 5-2 does not mean every game's going to go this way. And Yig did pop off here in game one. Kami especially, 3 goals, 5 shots, man of the game so far. I'll have to see if they can keep that up, though, in game two.
Yeah, double cycle for Lilo and Vyers, too, behind the 3 goals for Kami. So very even performance there across the field from Yig. Very much not looking like a fresh lineup of a team that only has 16 wins on the season. That is a very good game number 1. We've got predictions up for game number 2. Make sure you use your RSC channel points to bet your fictional, not dollars, on those ones as we head into game number 2. Crias very much the favorite in this series, but down 1-0. They only need to win one game to secure their spot in the Challenger playoff bracket. And as we get into game number 2 here, Cercero, if I'm not mistaken, let's see how many games these Challenger teams have left in the season. It's not very many. It is just one after tonight, literally just Wednesday, and then playoffs start. So these are huge results for everybody in these tiers. Another 5 minutes on the clock at game number 2. Cercero, please take us away.
Yeah, and I got something to say. Chef Yerbo in all chat between games said demos are coming. So let's see here if they'll live up to their word, and this game could get very violent and might see some goals early on again. Last game averaging a goal every 15 seconds in the first minute and a half. And so far, we have broken that trend, that even back and forth play that we saw in the last few minutes, now leading to a pinch play attempt from Yig. Interesting. I love to see those. And now it's going to be a 3-man counterattack going back the other way. No, it's cut out by Lilo. Kami flying in. Shot will be high. This series just continues to be high-octane action.
Yeah, Yig just not able to get out of their own end quite fast enough to transition downfield and make something happen with 2 opponents in their own goal. It's a great stop there from Envy to put that one outside on the shot from Vyers. Still scoreless. 50 seconds through game 2 here. Envy's 50 will be middle, but not quite dangerous. Yerbo to the backboard. Lilo up for it. Can't find the read. Envy saved away by Kami. Yerbo tries to pop that one back middle. He ends up boost afterwards. A good bump through the middle there will break up a little bit of that counterattack from Yig. Opportunity for Kami, punched away by Winter. Still dangerous here. Lilo up to the backboard. Winter can't find it, and Vyers has got a wide open net to shoot on. A 1-goal lead yet again for Yig, and they really are making mincemeat of this Crias defense. I mean, it has been all Vyers so far here in game 2.
Yeah, viewers can't see it, but they've got 4 shots already in just 80 seconds. So it's just pumping them on net. Crias getting their second here with Winter. Picking up the 100, but faking out their teammate. It's Vyers going the other way. No, 0 boost though, so they just get punished. And it's Chef Yerbo. Oh, flying by the ball. Winter's pinch, beat out by Kami, just bumping into them. Crias was hyping up their demos, but it seems like Gig is so far winning the physical game.
Good touch here from Vyers over to the sideboards. He's going to follow it in, looking for a wrap around the center, and it's going to end up being an own goal off the nose of Chef Yerbo. Vyers gets credit and his second goal of the game on 5 shots. It's a tough read. Nobody's in position. Envy diving in from in the box. Yerbo not on his own goal line with his nose facing into his net, just caught out of position there, where the Crias and Yig take full advantage. 2-0 the lead now, 2 minutes in to game number 2, but with that, Crias have got themselves their first goal of this second frame. It's from Envy, and it's a kickoff goal.
Oh, and there we finally see the physical play they were talking about. I don't know if you caught that, but Winter, off their first touch, just started bumping the players in net, clearing the way for that play. It's a 1-goal game, and a kickoff will actually go hard into the Yig corner, and already there's a player there centering this one, but the rest of the offense could not catch up in time. A shot's going to come in off the backboard. It's Lilo flying by the ball as Envy's attempt at a shot will be too soft, and collected by the zero boost Vires again. Oh, this could be a second goal here for Crias. Oh, Chef Yerbo can't get around it. A bit of a miss jump. They're going to wish that they put that one away.
And it would have been a laser from Yerbo, too, if he just had the angle on it. So close. A good pop here from Envy, but Vires will be first to it to lead the counterattack downfield for Yig. Dekami, a long shot, won't even be credited as on frame. Winter and Vires wifty high just outside the midfield line. Lilo underneath to keep the ball with Yig, trying to wrap it around, denied by Envy. Dekami with a shot, and Winter with a long save. Almost had the coast-to-coast shot there, but Vires breaks it up. Winter's no jump out of the corner. He's going to get out of the way here for Yerbo. Envy across with the 50 win, almost has the redirect on the bounce across. Instead, there'll be a slow roller for Vires, who takes over across midfield right into the hands of Yerbo. Frame, and it's been those boomer ball shots for both these teams so far. Kind of what you expect out of Challenger Cicero, but it is definitely not the most exciting brand of Rocket League, but Yig are making it work. 3-1.
Yeah, a nice little passing play there. Minute 40 on the clock left to go here, and yeah, just Dekami. Yeah, great pass actually. Dekami with a sick turn, sick touch, perfectly putting it on the nose for their teammate. 3-1 up now. Kickoffs have been pretty fiery here so far, and this will pinch out towards the Yig end, and Vires meeting it quickly. Dekami coming in as well, getting a dunk, just a full setting it. I'm loving this aggression from Yig.
90 seconds left on the board here. 2 goals, the deficit for Crias. Can they find a way to get a little bit of offense going here in the last third of this second game? Ball to Winter. He'll lay it out over the middle for Envy. Very dangerous team pass there in your own defensive end, but it works out for the Crias. They turn it into some offense the other way. Winter trying to pop that one over Lilo. Can't quite find the connection. Ball out over the middle. Envy first on it. Cranks it just high and another pass so that it can't be cleared away by Vires. It's just awkward here. Envy with a catch. Lilo taking away, and an overcommit from the Crias will have a lot of space open for the Yig to move into. Dekami drops it down now and can't quite connect with Vires, who opts to go back, protecting this lead with 40 seconds left. They protect too much, and Envy throws one in from midfield. Crias now within 40 seconds left.
Yeah, this time it was Crias just throwing themselves at the ball, constantly challenging Yig in the midfield. Eventually, the ball squeaks out for Envy. Long bomb from the midfield. This kickoff could be game deciding. It's a head-on-head. It's went out by Winter right into the Yig corner again. But Vires is here. They've got the 100. They've got the center for the wrong team, though. Envy with the catch. Now the beat out by Lilo, bringing the ball back the other way just a little bit, leaving it for Chef Yerbo to go for the shot. Draws out a double commit. Crias might be able to punish here. Winter, go! Not the best touch, though. We're still in the Yig corner. Now back into the Crias end with 16 seconds left to go.
You clear. Dekami's going to keep it in as well. 10 seconds remaining as Yerbo gets the 50. 50 boost in the tank, tries to leave it for Winter, but gets a little crossed up. All 3 orange players behind the ball. It's not where you want to be if you want to shoot, and they're going to have to use all their boost to make a save instead of get down the field. Yig turn on the Jets in game 2 and take themselves to 2-0 in the series. That is now wins 17 and 18 for Yig on the season, as they, as the heavy underdogs of the game, have come out and absolutely punched Crias in the mouth.
Yeah, starting to rack them up, and as with any series, when you start to win the first 2, you gotta start looking at the momentum. Heavily favoring Yig here, but Looking at Envy as well. 2 goals, 3 saves, 3 shots. MVP performance for sure. And if the rest of the team could catch up, Yerbo Winter cross that bridge with them. Similar to last series, that we could just see the scoreline flip once again.
Heck, I don't know if you're being serious, but if the Mythos really are 21-0 tonight, that's wild. And if the Yig can pull this out and just sweep this, and I would
Whoa.
assume that means all of the teams for the Mythos would go 4-0. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Yeah, that could be a whole organizer, well, a whole competition record potentially. That'd be a stat I'd
Been in
love
this
to
league for a
see.
long time. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
18 seasons, like, oh, with so many divisions, it might be that'd be insane actually if that happens. So
We'll have to get Rob on that.
for the sake of history, you gotta favor Gig to complete this sweep. But if you're a Crias fan, if you're from the herd, you want to get their back. You want them to get that last win just to get themselves secured into playoffs. So this game 3 could be crucial.
It is all in the balance here. 2 more games in this series, and an opportunity for Yig to make what could potentially be history with
Possible
a
history, yeah.
undefeated franchise night. And with a long ball here down in the end for Crias, Dekami will keep it from even turning into a shot. A quick backflip there. Envy on it immediately, though. He slots it in top left corner, and Crias jump out to an early lead.
Oh, this is what I was talking about. Might play the spoilers here. Crias turning up. Winter going for the demo plays. Chef Yerbo going for the passing plays, and Envy getting the finish. Everyone contributing. And another kickoff, another pinch out. This time, Crias, they've got a trend here of winning these kickoffs. I think Gig does need to iron those out, even though they won the first 2 games. Gotta clean up those kickoffs because they're just getting punched off them.
Man, Yerbo has the entire net to shoot at here. It's a tough respawn on the other end from Vyers, and just nobody even in the vicinity, nobody in the zip code of that ball as it rolls in the net. 30 seconds touch the ball yet, and there's 2 goals on the board for the Crias. What a start here in game number 3. Immediately, it's like they're talking about history, and they're like, not tonight.
Yeah, they saw Yig playing spoiler to their season, and they say, no, we're going to play spoiler to your record. But there is still plenty of time. The advantage to getting scored on twice early is that you've got 4 minutes to come back from that potentially. And we've seen Yig be able to score, be able to make passing plays. They've got it in their playbooks. They just got to bring it out here in game 3. Touchdown from Vyers. Oh, I thought that could have been something there.
What an effort from Vyers to get all the way up to that one. Now it's going to be an opportunity on the other end for the Crias, but nobody can connect. It'll be right back down into the orange side. An opportunity here for Lilo, and Lilo goes from 8 points to 132 with 1 touch of the ball there through the corner, a center, and a goal. And it is now just a 1-goal game between Yig and Crias.
Yeah, actually just sheer speed through the corner there. Defense slowed down. Lilo accelerated, kept boosting through, caught him on the back foot. 1-goal game between these 2 teams. 340. Another kickoff, though, won by Crias. This is what I'm talking about, HUD. They can't keep giving those away because Crias will start to score some kickoff goals.
Yeah, I'm noticing Lilo has not moved off kickoff here. No connection problems, but very much a situation that we can do nothing about here. Lilo has just got to kind of find their way back into this game. Balls touch high. Winter is there to tuck it back inside the post. There goes Lilo out of the server. Hopefully they can get back in as soon as possible. But it is a 3-1 lead now for the Crias. Turned on its head, Cicero.
Yeah, no pauses. Games got to keep being played, especially since we've already seen 4 goals in a couple minutes, and we might see some more here if Crias just keeps up the pressure. Obviously, you do hope that Lilo can come back quickly, as, oh man, this could get brutal. We'll have to see. We've seen miracles happen before. 2-man teams have done great work against 3 stacks if they don't change up their strategy, so maybe we could see 1 or 2 things here from Yig as they just try to hold the fort until their third gets back. But Winter will look to punish almost an own goal. Vyers scored on their own net almost here, but the defense is keeping this a 3-1 game, at least for now.
All back up and over for Dekami. We'll leave it. No boost. Dips down for that mid boost. A long clear here. Vyers will hustle back as he's now last man. Dkami will scoot in underneath. Lilo is able to join back in as soon as they are able. They don't have to wait for a break in the action or anything. A player that's rejoining a lobby that they were kicked out of doesn't have to worry about any of those funky joining a game in progress rules. But we do, unfortunately, we can't stop the game. We don't have or RLCS level admin perm, so we can't pause anything. And yeah, all of our regular matches, if you disconnect in the middle of it, you just got to get back in as soon as you can. So we can't make any other concessions for stream games, unfortunately. So hopefully Lilo can get back in here as soon as possible. But a great job from Yig, from Dkami and Vyers to keep this 3-1. Only one goal scored while Lilo has been out of the lobby. Crias still pressuring though, for sure, and Vyers will just be able to get back in time to be able to scoot that one wide. Still an effort here.
Lilo.
Lilo's back. We are back to 3v3.
Oh, and that's actually a great shot here. Attempt from Winter. Gonna go off the backboard with the clear. It's Lilo again here. Can they come in last minute? Be a superhero played. Envy says no for now. Save coming through, but again, it's Lilo turning. They're making up for lost time here, but still a 3-1 game with 70 seconds left to go for Crias.
All high for Vyers. He's looking for Dkami in the corner. 65 seconds left. Lilo with the shot. Oh! The grave, the Phoenix. Lilo throws it in the back of the net. Literally AK for a minute and a half. Their hood.
Oh, this could be something special now. 63 seconds left, 1 goal game. Dkami and Vyers have done so much work, and now Lilo could be the hero that they need. Off the kickoff, it's Yig with the win. It's Dkami going to turn in the midfield. Actually just grabs the boost and leaves it for his teammates to take possession for now.
Big rip to the backboard there from Dkami off the pass from Vyers. Envy will collect it, and he's dunked at the midfield. Awkward ball here, but a great touch from Winter to keep that one from squirting back out to the center of the pitch. Envy dunked by Dkami. Ball in the orange end. Long clear from Yerbo. Kisses the ceiling. Envy's there looking for the reader. It'll be dangerous for Winter, who's going to keep it high, burning more time off the clock here. Kami has a Lilo there for the 50, bails him out. Dangerous ball down. Envy does well to put this one in the corner. 15 seconds left. Vyers with no boost throws himself just past that one. Winter over top. 10 seconds left. Lilo can't find the bump on Yerbo. 5 seconds remaining. It's a big 50 for Yerbo. Vyers looking for a teammate. Lilo keeps it up, and it'll touch down. History will not be made tonight. Crias just break everybody's hearts and take a win that puts them in the playoffs. Cercero, a win that's a pretty big win for them.
A big win, but also one that I gotta hesitate to be proud on. They had a 3-2 advantage for 2.5 minutes there, and they just couldn't get the scoreline any further than it was. And Lilo comes back in, scores a goal. That game was much closer than it needed to be, and yeah, the miracle's not there for Yig, but congratulations to Crias. You've made playoffs this 4th game. That's just got to be the cherry for your campaign.
Definitely a one that you're happy with the outcome if you're not quite happy with the way that you got there, right? Like the fact you only score 1 goal on the effective power play for 2 minutes is not the best look, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you still win the game. So, we can sigh and breathe a sigh of relief there that it doesn't quite come to anything like that. It's definitely a tough break for Yig, but now they've just got to bounce back. I mean, the perfect match day is over, but the opportunity to get another win in the bank here and just continue your improvement with eyes to next season here is what you've got to be looking for here in game 4. There's gambling up one last time for tonight. 5 more minutes. Cercero, all you.
Oh boy, another head-to-head kickoff. It's Winter against Dkami. Ball's going to come out towards Envy. Right off the kick. It's just going to beat Vyers in the corner here. Now a center play. Winter is up from across the midfield. Flying in shot attempt. Steered wide. 2 cars from Yig in the corner. I'm loving this series so much, HUD, because off the first kickoff, it's just action non-stop here. Touchdown almost from Dkami. Lilo flying in shot. Will be wide. Great attempts both ways.
Man, what a shot that would have been if Lilo could have found a way to pull that one down. Dkami's going to have an effort. Another shot that will from, I believe that was tight angle from D Kami won't find the back of the net. Vyers in, dunked away by Envy. Vyers with another touch to the ceiling, and Lilo will drive the corner. Yerbo waiting. Yerbo 50s that one off of Lilo's hood. Vyers, or it can't quite read it, and Envy was a whiff, but now in a pretty good position for a solo play. Drives it right at Kami, and the putback is going to find the back of the net. Winter, with just the most innocent of putback attempts, is rewarded with a goal.
Yeah, just a little fast aerial, soft touch, bomb the car. Lilo was there, but positioned a bit too far forward to get enough space to get the touch out. An early lead here for Crias. Back-to-back games now, striking first. Lilo will look to respond here for Gig. Almost does so off the goalpost, so close each time, but not able to tuck it in. The bounce just going to the favor of Crias.
And fourth defender really coming in clutch here for Crias so far in game 4. It's made 2 big stops already, as D Kami has another one that's pushed wide. Envy collects this one. Okay, he finally collected something and got the boost, and then he does get a clear out through the corner. Here's Yerbo down Main Street, and Envy puts it off the post. Now it's Crias' turn to have a little bit of a fourth defender stepping up in their faces. Good air drag here from D Kami to the backboard, denied by Winter, just stacking them up on the post. Vyers can't go. Envy gets the long clear, no boost, and Lilo with 100 in the tank will get underneath of it, but somehow Envy still is able to scoop that one underneath. It's a dangerous ball for a moment, but Yig will eventually clear it out. A tense moment there for the Crias, but all for naught at the end of it.
Oh, and now they're on the back foot once again. Vyers last back. Needs to get a touch here. Can't find it. Envy just tucks it in over them. Moving up 2-0 our Crias.
It absolutely does have 2-2 written all over it. It is a opportunity here for Crias to be able to pull themselves back into this. A series that is, you know, a series that coming into it you would have thought would have been an easy 4-0. Like just a straight up looking at it on paper, Crias the heavy favorites in this match, but Yig have played out of their minds, and if miss, you know, part of game number 3, there's a pretty good chance Yig take that one too. So it's been a great effort from Yig, but now Crias finally starting to really find their rhythm here in game 4. Shot from Yerbo, just kind of a pot shot there from the outside, will go wide. Ball whipping around the pitch here past halftime. Yerbo was thinking about going for it, but he's deleted before he can jump. D Kami with a long drive to the backboard. Now Yerbo will bring it back the other way. Odd man rush for Crias. Nobody back at the moment, but Lilo with the hustle play to make the stop and keep it 2-0. But Yig just chasing after the ball in the blue end circle. It feels like every time they try to get something going, they're just a little bit too slow. They hit the ball too hard, and then they can't turn it into anything. That'll work. That will work. That will do it. That one was good.
I need to slow this one down. Vyers beats one. Winter flies by. D Kami almost tinks it off the crossbar now, but lands in front, able to put it away. That was one of the goals of all time.
It absolutely was a goal. You are 100% correct.
Not much else to say about that one. I was out to kick off again. It's Crias with a shot from the top corner. Now that one's a banger.
That one is a A1 certified ripper from Chef Yerbo. Some ripperonis maybe on the pizza from Yerbo that is now maybe burnt a little bit. I think the only thing that's burnt is the defense of Yig, because he absolutely lasers that one in. And it might be a kickoff goal here to make it 4. Burn the pizzas there, but D Kami, calm, cool, collected in the goal to take that one across. Keeps it a 2-goal game, a minute and a half here. Still an opportunity for Yig to get themselves back in. This one definitely not out of reach quite yet, but Yerbo is going to take away their opportunity. Lilo just clips this one back. It's a little bit of a hospital pass over the middle, and it's the tight finish in the window for Chef Yerbo and Envy combining here in the blue box. Just yeah, that's what happens when you pass the ball back across your own net. Never good things.
Yeah, Lilo to D Kami, but just going the wrong way. Unfortunate touch now. 83 seconds left, technically possible, but we're gonna have to see something magical here from Yig. Could start with some whiffs, but yeah, Crias is just finding their connections here, and I'm noticing they've just been winning a lot of the 50s in the midfield, something Yig was doing in the first couple games. A shot attempt here, maybe Lilo can bring this in too, but defense just unthreatened, able to take their time and get some good clears back there to wait for some counterattacks.
Tough touch there from Vyers. Took it away from Dekami, and now just some confusion. No boost for Vyers. Gets it over one, but there's no follow. And down 3 goals with 50 seconds left is just not the breakout that you need to see from Yig. They're really not even able to break out. They're still absorbing this pressure from the Crias as Envy puts this one to the backboard. Yerbo was there. Winter on the open yet again. Crias doing a really good job of getting that third man involved in the rotation, coming up and putting those 100% shotters right into the back of the net.
Yeah, and I mean, right there we saw what I was kind of talking about earlier, the 50s from Crias. They've just been winning almost all of them this game here and in last game as well. And when you're winning those 1v1s, that gives you an advantage in the rest of the field, and Crias have been capitalizing on those now. 30 seconds left, 5-1. This is their game. They've managed to tie up the series. Maybe we'll see something else here, though. A highlight reel play we could feature in the videos for next season or in the features next week here. Pass play, burn, Envy block from Dekami, denying that one. And Winter's shot will be wide. Almost a clutch goal there in the final few seconds here. Still some time for one more soft bouncer. Okay, you take those.
The Brazil. We're 5 seconds.
Oh no,
it's
please no.
Possible. It's possible.
No,
it's possible.
don't do it. No, come on, they're this close to the record.
There from Yerbo. Yeah, right. That's quite the flip, going from being a team looking to try to put a perfect match day in the books for your team to trying to stave off of Brazil. Everybody's gonna miss the ball though. Winter still with it. Dekami. And there it is, finally. I was just waiting for it to hit the ground. What was a very tightly contested series in the 2-2 scoreline ends in a game that was not very tightly contested at all. Crias 6-1 the final scoreline in game 4, a 2-2 finish, and a Mythos 21-2 franchise performance on the night. So definitely nothing to scoff at. Wasn't quite 23-0, but I guess we'll give it to them. It's a lot of money for people who bet on Crias here in game 4, and nothing really changes as far as playoffs except the Crias are in. So congratulations to them for getting it closed out here.
Chef Yerbo saying get sauced in the post-game 4 chat. He was cooking though. A great performance from Chef. Goal of the match for sure. And yeah, that's our second match of the night, both being 2-2 splits. And just great games across it. It was honestly super performances from a lot of the players, and it was a pleasure to cast with you. And what else do we got on the table for this week?
Absolutely, always a pleasure to get you back on the stick here. I know that there is playoffs on Wednesday. Let's see if I can't tell you exactly what is on the docket here for our next match this week. Let's see. I have to go to this channel. I have to go to which spreadsheet? Where's the spreadsheet? Which spreadsheet do I need? There's so many of them. This is the spreadsheet that I want. There we go. Currently, for Wednesday, match day 15, the amateur finals will be on stream on Wednesday, and then there is an open slot for a match as well to occur after the amateur finals. So if you are a team that is not in the playoffs, but still has a match, or like a team that still is playing regular season games, I should say, on Wednesday, make sure that you sign up to play in that 11:30 slot. It'll be right after the amateur finals. We'll be super hype because we'll have just crowned a champion, our first champion of season 18. So make sure that if you are not playing in it, you tune in Wednesday night. I will be casting with somebody, and we'll have a great time regardless, because it's going to be great matches. Cershiro, thank you so much for stepping up tonight. It has been a while since we got to cast, and it is always a pleasure to have you back in the booth. And Doughboy, who really did the stepping up tonight, because I was going to cast and produce, and then Doughboy said, no, please don't do that. Just let me produce. And I said, yes, please. Thank you very much. So we didn't have to do the multiple things, and everybody benefits from that, Cershiro.
You know what, Hud? I had so much fun tonight. I just put my name down for Wednesday, so we'll be running it back, baby, with some amateur finals. And yeah, thank you to everyone for coming out tonight. Have a happy Halloween, because it is now the 31st, so I can actually say that. HUD, it was a pleasure. Doughboy, it was a pleasure. Hope you all have a wonderful night, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.